first down. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he shifts past him. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Here's Bortles to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On third down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down, Wilson going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second down and 4. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Throwing is Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to run and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. On first down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they take advantage of it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He may try and run for this. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep...
Touchdown, Seahawks!
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he puts it through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Laws. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So bad mistake there by the kicker as the ball goes out of bounds. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defense
throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 58, right.
And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson, and incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in there.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted at third. Oh, no, he lost the football. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenny Lawler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And this is caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wilson surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always. Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Another pistol look here. Bortles going to look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Bortles to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 47 yards. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them.